Howdy, everybody. How are we doing today? Hope well. Uh, Not a lot of intro for today. We're just gonna jump right into it and get this started. I'm ready to cook. I'm hungry. My wife has said she's hungry, so we're gonna go ahead and get this knocked out. Hold on, let me get my chat up and going just for you people. You people. All right. Onion. We're not gonna go crazy with the onion today. Keep it pretty simple. Alrighty then. So we are starting with the meatball prep. Ghetto. Hey, how was the weekend? It wasn't bad. Went to the drive-in with my parents, which was fine. It was about 90 degrees, and I was hot the whole time, but that was all right. Salt twisters, which I didn't like. And then Saturday was just not a whole lot going on. How about you? How was your weekend, man? Oh, sorry to hear it was not that good. Yeah, it was just okay. I had heard that beforehand. I mean, I didn't mind the original way back in the, what, 90s? Skipper, stop it. Hold on, let me yell at the dog. Hey. Sorry, anytime I hear the dog start chomping on something, I gotta go check this. He likes to get hot spots. Those aren't good for him. Alright. Just a little bit more. It was good. I went over to my friend's Saturday and cooked some good clam pasta, white wine, pecorino, parsley. We enjoyed that. That sounds really good. I'm not a big clam guy, but uh, everything else sounded dank. Okay. What am I doing? Sorry, I need to start with the thing that's going to take a little bit longer. Sorry, I got to get my panade going. Also, Ghetto, I got a Discord going for the the Twitch channel if you're interested, where I'm posting recipes when I have them and pictures and all that. So if you have any interest in that, check that out. Um, You'd also do it with scallops or shrimp. The beauty is that the flavor without the overpowering seafood taste, which is subtle. That is nice. I mean, I'm all for like shrimp or scallops. Even mussels are fine for me. Let me give that a mix real quick. Am I not in your Discord? No, I made it over the week. Made it yesterday actually. It's not anything like special. Let's put it that way. It's pretty basic, but I've had a couple people ask for one, so I'm throwing it out there. All right, panade. So in my I say wet sand, so that's the consistency we're looking for here. We're gonna let that sit for a second. All right, got our diced onion, fresh parsley. One pound of ground chicken. Second pound of ground chicken. For anyone interested in how I do my meatballs, I always do a panade because it leaves it super extra. It's a binder, and at the same time, it comes out really juicy and moist. And you can use this for any meatball, whether it be turkey, chicken, pork, lamb, bison, hamburger, various other ground meats. Usually people use white bread without the crust that they pour up. I just don't ever have white bread. I always buy like honey wheat or whatever. But breadcrumbs will work in a pinch, which is what I do always have on hand. And then I usually do a fourth cup of breadcrumbs to a fourth cup of milk to per pound of meat, and then I usually do an egg per pound. So I've got 2 pounds here. Little red pepper flake. Well, I'm in it now. I won't lie, I'm not very active, but it'll be nice seeing your recipes. Hey, that's fine. It's just there for whatever people want to do with it. If they want to hang out, if they want to chat, or if you need to get a hold of me for any reason. Uh, it's just nice to have. I want everyone to be able to connect and hang out and, be a community. So offering this kind of stuff is just pretty easy. Okay, maybe a little bit more. Okay. Okay, I opened it somewhere. That's funny. Your pasta brand is my favorite brand of olive oil. I wonder if it's the same. Colavita? I've never seen them have olive oil. Oh, that's some salty cheese. All right, that's some pecorino romano. All right, let's get our cheese, our eggs. And then we're going to add our panade. And of course, we're going to get in there with our hands. Is there any other way to do this? You just want to try and not overmix it too much, otherwise you'll get really dense meatballs. But you just want it mixed enough that it'll hold its shape, it binds, and the flavors and seasonings all get throughout. If you feel like it's too wet, add more breadcrumbs. If you feel like it's not wet enough, add some more milk, or ricotta cheese, or another egg. You just want to get the right consistency that it'll hold its shape. There we go. Hey, Chow. It's like my favorite. Okay. So as you can see, doing a good job of holding together. So I'm going to wash my hands, and then we're going to scoop out our meatballs. Do either of you guys have any good vegan recipes by chance? One of my friends is coming up for a day, and he is vegan, but he'll eat whatever I make him. But I always feel bad, like, trying to do something different for somebody who's on a special diet. Like, I want to cater to them, not make them feel like they got to eat whatever I make. So I'm just on the lookout for some good vegan stuff. So, vegan, sure. Greek salad is my top. You can make some spicy peanut butter noodles. I'll send you a recipe. Okay. I'll check that out for sure. Alrighty then. So, I'm going to be making very small meatballs. I will be using the ice cream scoop. I know these are the tiniest little meatballs, but I kind of want them tiny. I like big giant meatballs, don't get me wrong. They just take a while to cook. Especially when I'm just baking them in the oven and I'm not going to like cook them in a Sunday sauce that's been going all day. But I'm telling you, the ice cream scoop is a pro level move for meatballs. Because I use the ice cream scoop for the cookies too. I think I gotta get a little bit better at getting these things placed. I think I'm. Now, if you wanted to, you could pick all these up and, like, extra roll them into a ball. But for the most part, they'll be fine. The Maillard reaction works faster and better with tiny meatballs, so it's a win-win. Yeah, I agree. Plus, it means I can put more on my plate. Like, big meatballs can sometimes be very obtrusive. I also know some people who hate chicken meatballs. I actually don't mind them, especially if you've got a good sauce. That being said, I don't know if this sauce is going to be good. I basically just saw it on TikTok and went, or not TikTok, I don't have TikTok, Instagram, uh, and said, that looks good, I'll try that. And so now I'm just recreating something I saw, and we'll see if it's any good. If worst comes to worse and the sauce sucks, then I've always got extra noodles, and we're going to have quite a few meatballs that I can just make like a chicken meatball sub with tomorrow for lunch, or make a barbecue sauce. I say that, but I have like 6 barbecue sauces here in the house. Benefits of living in a barbecue city. Okay, that one is not very... I'm going to roll it with a little bit of extra from some of these. All right, these are only going to take about 20, 25 minutes, if that. I got the oven at 400 ready to go. Okay. All right, I'm going to let that go for 12 minutes and then do a shimmy and shake to kind of roll them around to get all sides. Okay, so next up, we're going to cut our tomatoes. Chicken and turkey meatballs are good, but they need extra help on the spices or sauce side, for sure. One of the best spaghetti I ever had was a mafia-owned restaurant that burned down. Surprise. They served one giant meatball on top of the pasta, and I think it was $5 extra, and so worth it. Also sent you a confit tomato recipe. Oh, thank you, Chow. With pistachios in it, I think. Anyway, it was amazing. I've never had pistachios in a uh, excuse me, in a meatball, but color me interested. I would never say no. We also have a couple mafia-owned restaurants here in KC. A lot of people are very surprised about this, but Kansas City had a very heavy mob influence because we were central. So it was easy for East Coast and West Coast to meet here in the middle. And so they still exist today. There's like one specific restaurant that if you know, you know. But I think for the most part, there's not very much mob left in Kansas City. There's a lot of gangs, but they don't cook good Italian food. At least not to my knowledge. Cooked pistachio does not bring a big amount of flavor, but it adds something. Oh, interesting. I could see that. Yeah. Yeah, if you've ever actually seen the movie Casino, at one point they do have a whole scene where they meet in Kansas City. Sorry, I like mob movies. I always find it very interesting. You know, with me working in the banking industry, I thought there would be a lot more like mob banks and stuff along those lines, but there's really not. Which is probably good for my health. It's actually, I think, Italian restaurants is actually one of my bigger complaints about Kansas City is there's very few like great Italian restaurants here. The mob place is pretty good. We have a Lydia's. I don't know if you remember her. She used to be one of the TV cooks, but her place is super limited and it's downtown, so it's kind of difficult to get to. And we have a few like old school mom and pop places that have been around for since the 60s. And they're okay, but they're not great. They're very antiquated. They never you know, they never upgraded the interior in the 40 plus years they've been open. We do have an Italian place that was a James Beard Award winner, and it's good. It's just stupid expensive. I've been there once, and I actually ended up getting sick. I don't know if it was what I ate or if I just got like the stomach flu, because occasionally I do just randomly get that. Because my wife didn't get sick, but I did. But then again, I was the only one who ate the squid ink pasta and the wild boar ravioli. And then my coworker, who occasionally sometimes shows up on here, one of the Coles, I believe it's Cole Train. Him and I have been like keeping a list of like the best places to try and eat here in Kansas City, and he thinks it's the best restaurant in Kansas City that he's had, that Italian place. But I'm holding out hope for some other ones to try. Casino is an awesome movie. Don't remember that scene though. In Montreal, it's kind of like New York. We have the same wave of families that have been open since that time as well. Haha, you always order the out of ordinary stuff. I'm like that as well. Yeah, I firmly believe that if a restaurant has a like seasonal menu or they change it, I 100% want to try that because I know I can always go back and get the main stuff on the menu anytime. Plus, if it sounds interesting or different, I'm like, I want that experience to be like, oh, I like this or I hate this. So yeah, I saw squid ink pasta, which is a very popular thing nowadays, but that's the only place I've seen it in Kansas City. And I was like, well, I know about this, I want to try it. And then I thought it was all right. It just wasn't like noticeably different. I'd heard that, squid ink is extremely briny. I didn't have that experience when I had mine, but that may also have been that they like appropriately seasoned everything, and it wasn't just like saltwater brine hitting everything. Okay, so we got all our tomatoes cut. I'm going to pop a couple of garlic cloves out, and I need to get the water going. Should have done that. Let's get that going real quick. I think Spanish also cook squid ink pasta in some dishes. So I've had it in a can of calamari, but never in a pasta. You never had squid ink? It's really interesting because it turns the pasta like midnight black. It's very weird and off-putting if you don't know. But it's supposed to add like a really sea salty brine, almost like the like clam juice or something that comes out, but it's to the pasta flavor, like the noodles. And so it's very people like to do the squid ink with like clams or mussels or scallops or shrimp. And I don't have a complaint. I think that's good stuff. All right, let's turn that on high since we don't need to get that going. All right, I can already smell those meatballs. All right. All right. So, get our tomatoes blistering. All right. I need. They sell it in a bottle right as an ingredient. Can't say I've used it. Yeah, I've never actually seen it as like an ingredient to find anywhere. I know it exists, but it's not like a go to the grocery store and get it. It is definitely a specialty item. You could probably maybe find it at Whole Foods. Because that's where I go to find a lot of specialty stuff anymore. Not that I like need a ton of specialty stuff, but that's the first place I end up looking. All right, got 3 garlic cloves. Oh, that one's kind of bad. That one's okay. Let's see how this last one is. That one just needs the end trimmed. All right, I need a replacement third one. Howdy, streamer. They also sell in Asian stores. Whole Food don't get their Squid Ink game right yet. Well, make sure to let Bezos know that he needs to get on that. All right. Okay. All right. Got our 3 garlics. All right, there is the 12-minute timer on the meatballs. I'm going to go ahead and give them a shake. Okay, I'm not going to give them a shake. I'm going to... See, we already getting some nice browning there, so... Some of these are browning better than others. All right. All right, so another 10, 12 minutes on that. All right, 10 minutes. All right, so... We're basically just going to continue to let this cook down a little bit so we get a nice little wilting on all the tomatoes, and then it's going to go in the blender. I'm going to eat here soon, but I'll be popping in and out of chat. Oh, thanks, Grant. Appreciate you showing up. Support's always welcome. All right, this is getting pretty close. I was watching a streamer earlier making NYC hot dogs, except they didn't have the ketchup, so we added ketchup ingredients using red wine vinegar. For some reason, he added goat cheese. So basically making something that has nothing to do with New York hot dogs. I hope it turned out good for the guy. Hey, I mean, sometimes inspiration just strikes, you know? I can't tell you. One time I was making French toast and didn't realize we didn't have any cinnamon. Not even cinnamon or cinnamon sugar. So I had cinnamon sugar almonds. No, excuse me, snickerdoodle almonds that I pulsed until it was a fine dust and tried to use that. It wasn't perfect, but it wasn't terrible. I wouldn't recommend it, but for a, like, I don't have anything that'll work and I don't want to run to the store, it wasn't too bad. Alright, I'm happy with this. Okay, so here's my blender. And alright, how do I open these burratas? Okay, so... Ooh, I just spilled mozzarella juice everywhere. Okay. Here's the burrata. Let's see if I can get this other one in without spilling it everywhere. There we go. Needed help from the dish towel. Okay. Alright, so we're going to blend this. And this is going to be our sauce. Okay, there's just water everywhere. I really ought to get a look at getting a Vitamix. Okay, not bad. It needs salt for sure. So a couple pinches of salt. Alright. Let's give it one more little blend to make sure we just get as much as we can. Okay. Cooking with Idiots. Hey, welcome. How you doing? We're in the process of making our pasta. Obviously, this is going to come together a little bit better. I really got to get Vitamix. All right, we're gonna let this hang out. Obviously, keep it on low. We're not trying to cook it. I want to get the pasta in there and try and get it to come together. Did you say burrata? Yes, man burrata with olive oil, oregano, and a slice of fresh bread. Tomato is my go-to. Doing well. That pasta's gonna be banging. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm gonna get this garlic bread going. Hold on. I need to get my butter. With salt and pepper. I got a discounted burrata and burratatina at my local Greek store. It's from Italy, but it's been frozen, so the quality's a little less, but it's still amazing and half the price. That sounds really good. All right, let's see if that's enough butter. All right, so I've got this roasted garlic base, better than bouillon. I used like a full teaspoon or a full spoon last time, and it was super duper overpowering. So I'm gonna go with way less this time. But this stuff is awesome, especially if you don't want to actually like go through the effort of roasting the garlic for 45 minutes. What I'm doing, I've got some fresh parsley right here. I'm all over the place today, guys. All right. Before I get back to that, I've got the meatballs. We're going to see how they're looking. Got some nice char on some of those, looking pretty decent. Let's just check the temp on one. Bouillon butter, I like it. Yeah, this is going to be, oh yeah, these are way done. These are going to be super good. All right, so I'm just gonna smush this butter basically into a paste, compound butter, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna add a little bit more garlic powder to it, just because while that roasted garlic does go a decent way, I want to make sure that there's garlic flavor in every bite. I hope you guys you can't see that. Okay, my bad. I gotta wait for the thing to catch up sometimes. All right, I'm gonna go grab a little bit more garlic. Onion. A little bit of garlic powder. There we go. They look like potatoes. Are you talking about the meatballs? Yeah, they're kind of potato-esque, but they're gonna be pretty delicious. The pecorino romano is going to do wonders to help with the chicken. A little bit of red pepper flakes, add a little bit of heat. I think it'll go well with this pasta. We shall see. All right. Open this garlic bread. Normally I would like pull some of this out, but I think it actually works well for garlic bread for absorbing some of this butter. Pecorino costs so much here, like $27 a pound. But it's like $20 price, lasts me 2 months. I'm going to be honest with you. Pecorino Romano is almost impossible to find here in Kansas City. Like, every time I go looking for it, I ask for it, and they're like, no, sorry, we haven't gotten any in. And it blows my mind. This is the first time I've been able to successfully find it in probably like 2 or 3 months. Obviously, I could go to a specialty cheese store, but like my basic... There we go. That or Gruyere. I went to Costco and got a whole thing of Gruyere. I couldn't be more excited to use that. There's definitely going to be some cheese sauce or some Mornay sauce in the future. All right, I'm happy with that. Let's get back to this sauce. All right, I got the buccatini in. We're going to save a little bit of the pasta sauce. Although this is pretty wet, so I don't know how much pasta sauce we're going to need. So we'll see what we can do here. Sorry, I'm out of counter space, so I'm moving things around as we're cooking. You guys found it. How much does it? How much do you like compared to Parm? It's less rich, but takes extra nuttiness, right? Gruyere is probably my favorite behind Gouda. Like Gruyere makes such a good Mornay sauce. That I use it pretty much anytime there's a cheese sauce. I throw some Gruyere in there. Like, no issues for me. That being said, I can find Parmesan everywhere. Like, oh yeah. Sorry. I gotta wrap my bread. Alright, this sauce is starting to reduce a little bit. I don't want it to go too crazy. All right, let's check the buccatini. It's a little south of what I'm looking for, so give it another minute or so. Gruyere is not my cheese in the world. Emmental is a copy of what it is not. Bad. I've only had Emmental. I'm saying it wrong, I know. I'm really bad at pronouncing things, which is a running joke on this stream. I've only had it once, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really nice cheese. All right. Second time. Okay, perfect. I think buccatini is a good choice for this since it's extra wet, and that hole running through the middle will hopefully absorb some of this extra moisture. I do have some parm to add to it as well. Oh my god, you are reading this so funny. It's part of the Dr. Kimball experience. It absolutely is. Like, I've always been bad at pronouncing things. It is just, unfortunately, just my thing. I just bull through words. I've always read at a very high level and very quickly, but I never took the time to, like, learn to pronounce things. Which is embarrassing in its own way. Alright, let's get this. I always love this part where I'm like mixing it up, trying to get it to emulsify into a nice sauce that I'm just getting cheese and everything everywhere. I actually think I'm pretty happy with this right now. You know, cacio e pepe is like 100% pecorino, but some parts of Italy will use 25% farm, and that's just fine. Yeah, there's no issues here on that whatsoever. Okay, so all we're waiting on is the garlic bread. So I may go ahead without the garlic bread and then just pull it out at the end. Let me holler. Got some Parmesan, steel meatball. Hey, come on. I've got so much to clean up. Got that. Got our garlic bread. As soon as it's done, got my phone. I really wish the burrata, aka just wet mozzarella, had combined a little bit better. Obviously, if I had a Vitamix, we'd get a much more smooth sauce. But I'm pretty happy with this, and it's thickening up nicely.
I already had an email message.
Why?
Because one of his videos he uploaded isn't working.
Oh.
You can hear him talking and clicking, but it doesn't go past the first slide.
Oh.
Nice. It's like, is this a test? That's what I really felt like.
No, it's probably just...
They switched video platforms apparently this year.
Yeah. Ooh.
Hi, David.
I apologize about the mess.
That's because the trash was full.
No, I just meant in general. I just always make a mess whenever I do pastas. But, Ghetto's here.
Hello!
We've been talking about pastas and all kinds of
bread?
stuff. Yeah, it's still in the oven. I got a little behind. The pasta part came together really quickly, but the bread part...
I didn't know something happened to it.
To the pasta?
To the bread.
No.
You were throwing knives and stuff yesterday, so... One never knows.
What can I say? I'm a man of mystery. But, yeah, everyone was making fun of me trying to pronounce cheeses. And I said, it wouldn't be my stream if I wasn't mispronouncing something. But I'm really happy with how this came together, although there is some clump down at the bottom. But for the most part, I think this sauce came out pretty good.
Looks good.
Yeah. The meatballs are actually pretty tasty.
So are we waiting?
No, you can go ahead and make it.
Okay.
Go ahead. You want to make a plate?
I gotta get a bowl. I didn't want to bump you.
Did you get pictures already?
Yeah.
And there you go. Have at it. We'll work on the bread.
You want the meatballs on top or kind of mixed in?
Whatever you think would look best. Well.
What are the long red things?
Tomato skin.
Am I using these?
Yeah, go for it. Or, I just picked up the meatballs, but you can use whatever you want.
I didn't know if you wanted me touching.
We're married. If it happens at this point, well, nothing much I can do about it, is there?
Me touching your meatball?
Yeah.
Smells really good.
What does?
The food?
I was gonna say, what specific thing is calling out to you right now?
The sauce smells good. The meatballs.
We also have some Parmesan over there. What's Burrata Pasta? Burrata is a variant on mozzarella.
What's that?
It's basically just mozzarella that's not hard. Not that mozzarella is hard, but basically it's like normal mozzarella ball, but inside is wet, like almost like cottage cheese or ricotta or farmer's cheese. So it's moist. A lot of people like to rip it open and like put it over like heirloom tomatoes or bruschetta.
You don't have to have them watch me wipe up everything.
Well, there's nothing else going on. I'm trying to keep it interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah. Hello, Morgan. Your husband cooked your garlic bread because he loves you.
He does love
Aw, he says, we're married? Yeah.
Surprise!
For how long? Do you want me to do some cheese parm
Do
over
you
the
have any
top?
of the green stuff from yesterday?
No, I put it into the...
Oh, okay, that's
Pasta.
fine. Yeah, you want to put cheese on top?
I do have more of it I could cut if you want me to, but... I could put some breadcrumbs over the top.
No.
What the...
Yeah, that's
I haven't tasted the pasta.
okay.
Yeah, it looks good.
Seems to be shaky.
We eat some dang food.
I know.
I'm gonna need about 3 minutes on the garlic bread.
That was way too much.
Garlic bread?
No.
Chow agrees. Thinks it looks good. Alright, I should try this. I didn't try it before. I was like, this might need more flavor. Not bad. You should put some cheese on there.
Okay.
I think cheese will help.
Okay.
Not that it's bad, it's just very it's very tomato mozzarella-y. Does that make sense?
Uh-huh.
I can't wait to pull out this giant garlic bread that I'm currently frying. I'm gonna fry it.
How did you do it like this?
Yeah.
Oh,
I moved the
as
cheese,
opposed to
not the
that.
grinder.
Just thought it was. I thought you had been doing it this way, so when all of a sudden
You
weren't.
can do it any way you want. I just find that doing it that causes less to go everywhere. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't water, I'm sweating.
Hydrate.
Alright. These meatballs are super good. I'm going to go to the table when we have the garlic bread out. Getting everything prepped for something. You can sit, you don't have to stay. Yeah. It's not like it's pointed at you. Alright, let's pull this. Look at that garlic bread. Way too much butter. Huh?
Did you still think this was yesterday?
Yeah. but it's tasty.
Is this more of that pasta with a hole in it?
Excuse me?
Is the pasta with a hole in it?
Yes. Buccatini. I didn't for the life of me know what the heck you meant by that. Yeah. I've already started cutting it. Oh, you mean on my plate?
On your plate.
Yeah, that's fine. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at how gooey that is. Sorry, you can rearrange this to make it look prettier. I just... Yum. Ghetto agrees. All right, well, she's figuring that out. I'll take you back over here. We'll do a drive-by of the dog. Who's a good boy? You are.
I know I need to feed him, but I can wait a second.
That's fine. You haven't really eaten much today, so go to town. I think I'm not taking two. You think I'm not taking two? There we go. Always throw some red pepper flakes on top of this. That helps.
I'm good.
I meant for the picture.
Oh.
That's some garlicky garlic bread. Great thing about buccatini is it is a sponge for liquid. Bon appetit, you fine folks. Thank you, Ghetto. Hopefully this is better than the guy who had to make his own New York ketchup using goat cheese, I think.
Are you talking about Ghetto?
Telling a story about someone he watched earlier stream who was making New York hot dogs. Didn't have ketchup, then tried to make his own, and then just started throwing shit in it.
That's a choice.
He was like, I hope it turned out good for that guy, but this is good. I like it. I think you don't like it.
I do like it.
Haha, yeah, I did not follow up on him. Hope he succeeded. If not, he's got a good clip. Yeah, this pasta was super wet, and it really came together. It's coating just right. You can very much taste the cherry tomatoes, which is why I went with the flavor bomb. Because I didn't have any from my personal garden, or otherwise I would have used those, or if I had gone to the farmer's market. This is really good. Plus, with the meatballs, it's like top tier. Well, not top tier. In pastas I've made, I'd put this in a solid B position on the like S through F ranking. A being the best, or excuse me, S being the best. A being like, I would make this for people and they would love it.
This is not the best pasta.
This is B tier, like it's good. I'm not embarrassed. I'd make it again. See what you like. I don't know that I want to feed that to other people, but I'd eat it myself. D's like, this is bad. And the F is like, throw it out. Although, I will say, pasta is one of the main reasons I didn't like eating on camera. Because I have a habit of making too big of bites of pasta and just shoving it in my mouth. It's been a thing my entire life. I should know better, but I do it anyway. You were so hard on yourself again, Great That's not. That's kind of just an always me thing. I've always been very critical of myself when it comes to things. I think it's because I believe I can do anything. Like, if you throw something in front of me, I fully 100% would be like, no, I can do that. And then I'd be mad when I couldn't, even if it was like physically impossible for me. And I just have very high expectations. Like unnaturally high expectations for things like that I'm trying to do or want to achieve or stuff like that. It's very weird. I'm either like a 100 or a 0 guy. And it's not on purpose, and I know it exists, and I know I do it. Even my wife knows.
Yep.
Yeah, like, look at this bite. I should not eat this bite, but I'm going to eat this bite.
On camera, no less.
Sorry, I'm hungry. All I had was a turkey sandwich for lunch. Warrior mindset. Yeah, I guess that's a way to look at it. Probably from all those years of playing American football. I'm saying that for you and Chow, so you know what we're talking about. You okay? Are you full again?
I'm tired.
Oh. Did you get a chance to take a nap?
I think at some point today, yeah.
Okay.
I was going to take another one, and then I was like, I gotta start my class.
So is today the official start date for your... Okay. My wife's working on her MBA. Today's the first day. And already she's having issues because the video doesn't play.
You can hear him flicking through the video and like clearly talking about other slides.
Oh, you know what the best part was? I could hear him from up here.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
You could, because I'm right under you.
Yeah. I like that aspect. It can also be called being a perfectionist. It is, and it's not, because there are definitely
It's good and
times...
bad.
It's good and bad, but there are times where I can also like very clearly delineate when I'm just going to be done with something.
Once you decide you're done.
Once I decide, it's like no more. But I'm like
the game.
yeah,
No more.
But it's really strange. Like I'm all 100%, and then I'll just decide, nope, I'm done with this, and then I'm like, I never pick it up again. That's mostly with video games, but I do sometimes do that with sports and other things. But yeah, I've always been unnaturally hard on myself, but I think it's good because it motivates me to try and be better at things. But I also get very down about it sometimes. Like occasionally I'm like, I haven't had more than 3 people watch me on a stream in like a week, and I'm like, I need to remember that people stream with nobody for years before they ever get anyone. And then I'm like, ugh. I'm unmotivated. But then I'm like, all right, I'm going to do this crazy thing, and then I'll get like 5 people watching. I'm like, yeah, that was good. Yay me. It's very much cycles.
You like people talking to you.
I do like people talking to me. Oh, nice, Morgan. All the best with your MBA.
Thanks.
It's going to be interesting for her. She's an engineer, so business. We'll see if you can turn those numbers into numbers. It unraveled on me.
It does that. You also can't like slurp it like other noodles because it has a hole in it.
Not stop me from trying.
That's my problem, is when I go to heat up like leftovers and I try to suck the noodle in, I just suck in air through the inside hole.
I feel like there's a joke I can make there that's probably not great.
There is.
I'm gonna be the adult and not make the joke.
You went heavy garlic on that bread.
What?
You went heavy garlic on the bread.
I just put like half a spoonful of that bouillon garlic stuff.
Is it napkin?
Grant says if you paste yourself on things, you wouldn't burn out, just saying. Is it a
Like
burnout
floppy
if I
paste?
decide that I decide I'm done with something?
He's also the person that his attention span's like 5 minutes, so he plays a game for like an hour and then it's done.
The bouillon garlic works apparently. No, that stuff is potent.
Would you judge me if I ate a cookie?
No, I'm surprised you haven't eaten a cookie today.
They haven't sounded good.
I've eaten 2 of them.
They look really good.
They're quite tasty.
I want more bread. And a meatball. I'm just breathing for a second.
You'll have to cut more garlic bread, but there's a lot there.
Challenge accepted.
Well, you were like, it's very garlicky, and I'm like, is that bad or good?
Well, the first one you gave me wasn't that garlicky, and then the second one I was like, whoa.
You're supposed to eat them 2 at a time.
No. You cut me 2 different slices.
I cut you the first 2.
Yeah, I think the end one wasn't as garlicky, but like once I got in it, it was more.
Mm-hmm. But you love the garlic knot things at,
I didn't say it was bad.
what's that dang place that you used to eat at all the time with your parents?
Domino's?
That's not what it was called.
Oh. The Italian place.
The Italian place in
Yeah.
Smellsville.
It's Pervino's.
That's what it was.
No, I got the plain rolls, and they got the garlic ones.
Really? I always thought you guys got extra garlicky ones.
That's my mom.
Oh. Your mom doesn't have a lot of positives, but I guess that's one of them. Her wanting extra garlic and extra maple syrup and extra
Salad dressing
on everything. I can get behind, but you like, yeah, I'd rather have plain.
Yeah, I'll just eat plain bread.
Ghetto's like, I feel you, Morgan. Garlic bread is life.
So tasty.
We made garlic bread tonight with special garlic butter from Briano's, is what Grant said.
Do you need more bread?
No, I don't need more bread. I knew what you meant, Grant. You didn't need to add the extra in. And Ghetto says extra everything. Yeah, her mom is really funny. She's like the pickiest person in the world. But what she does like, she wants it like smothered. So like Caesar salad dressing, like if it comes out wet, she's asking for more dressing. That being said, I do hate a dry Caesar salad. Like I know the serving size for salad dressing is like very little. I do like it when it comes out like with lots of Caesar, but she even takes it a step too far. On waffles, she fills every single hole on the waffle with syrup.
And then puts it around it.
Yeah, and then like makes a moat. It's very interesting. She got mad at us for having sugar-free syrup.
No, she got mad because we didn't have any syrup.
No, we had sugar-free.
And then we didn't have sugar-free one time. Oh, we only had that.
I'll just have my...
They also got mad they didn't have a TV in their bedroom. We went and bought a giant flat-screen TV. So, you know, to each their own.
To be fair, that was our first time at our house.
Yeah.
You like the meatballs, though?
Yeah.
They're chicken.
I ate another one when I stood.
Sugar-free syrup. What kind of plant are you from? She was right. The kind where I'm diabetic.
It doesn't faze me. My mother thought it was blasphemous, so we only had that. Your arm thing still on?
Yeah, it is actually. Yeah, we do sugar-free pretty much everything that we can, or low-carb, because of the fact that I'm diabetic.
Until we make cookies.
But I also eat normal stuff like cookies. But I try to do it in moderation. I shouldn't eat pasta, but I love pasta. But, you know, you gotta live, so there's a mix of doing what you like and then watching out for what you should and shouldn't do. I mean, Ghetto knows all about that. He's on that fistful of red meat diet. Fistful, actually, I think it's a palmful.
Palm size.
I'm just kidding. You know how we do. I know. I'm not. I know you're just giving me a hard time. You didn't offend me at all, Gil. You're good.
Trust me, he uses the diabetes excuse for everything.
I do use that.
You need to change the light bulb. I have diabetes. I can't do that.
No, I mostly just is like, oh, I couldn't. My hands are too shaky. I've got diabetes, even though that's not something that I have. I just mainly like to use the excuse to get out of doing something when I know I'm not going to get out of it.
When you don't want to do it?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm always just going to give you a hard time anyway.
I know.
Besides, you really should be doing the cooking. I have diabetes.
We joke because it's under control.
I have control of you?
The diabetes.
Since when?
The diabetes, not me.
Oh. Look at this dog, though.
You missed him all sprawled out.
He's just laying in the sun, pouting.
He wants dinner.
You didn't feed him dinner?
No, I'm feeding myself dinner.
Oh. Probably wants some carrots. You want some carrots, buddy? Can you come boop? Come on, touch. Skipper touch. Come on. Come on, buddy. Yeah. Touch. You're sniffing. Oh, there we go. Good boy. Let's get you some carrots. Ooh. My knee popped. That was unpleasant.
Okay.
Where are you going?
Away. Also, touch is an open palm.
I don't care.
I do.
I just wanted him to get up to come over here. He got carrots all over him. Yeah, it's fun watching him try and get him off his back.
We purposely throw them on his back.
Sit. Shake. Who's there? Good boy. I think he's realized that there's one on his back right now.
Yeah.
Down. Oh, he realizes.
There's one on his back. Got it off just for you to throw one on.
Come down. Hey. Down. Down. I like how he's looking around. Good boy. That was on you. I think he feels them because when he drops, he knows. Oh no, he 100% knows.
He'll wiggle around.
He'll wiggle like a madman to try and get one. Like occasionally he'll like stick to his fur, and he'll just like dance around for a good minute trying to get it. Sometimes we have to go like knock it off of him. Come here, buddy. I haven't done anything.
Is there one on his back?
It's on his shoulder. Won't let me get it.
Skipper, come here. Come here.
Can you see it? Go to mom.
Yes. I think it's already on you. Wait. Is there one on? Oh, it is. It's right there. It's right here. It's in your fur. but currently where you can't get it.
I can't even get it. It's really in there. It's like a tick. The carrot dance. Yeah, that's perfectly what it is. All right. Well, you want to call it so we can get to cleaning up? Skippy boy, chow. Yeah, we're just giving him his trits. He's a good boy. You missed the carrot dance. He got one stuck to his shoulder and was just wiggling, trying to get it. He's such a happy boy, though. All right, you guys know the outro at this point. Check out the Instagram to see the pictures. We got the Discord up and going if you want to see the recipes and stuff. And, you know, get a hold of me or chat or hang out. Join the Discord. And then check out the VODs on the YouTube channel. And then we're going to do some steak and potatoes and broccolini tomorrow. So come back for that. Should be pretty tasty. And then we're going to go find someone to raid, share the love. If I don't see you tomorrow, enjoy the rest of your week. No streams next week because we will be in Minnesota going to the state fair and having our first vacation in a while that we definitely needed. I don't know. All right. Anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out. And we're going to go find someone to raid.